At school, it's a little less social. I'm a little more focused on my work. I believe in the pyramid. You know, you got your friends, or you're studying, and or your friends and you're partying, or I don't know. It's something that goes like that. You can't have all three though. Do some homework, go to bed, wake up, do it again. You know, allow yourself to have a job where you can be yourself at the job and not have to be turned into a fucking idiot. The reason why I think kids drop out of school is because they think that there's a justifiable correlation between the teacher teaching and the student learning. You know, if everyone just were to learn the same way, like on Khan Academy, then it would be fair. But if the teacher's gonna be a dick, social media is pretty important. I believe it's the world changing device. The world is crazy. The economy is gonna crash probably. I think. In order for everything to work, the global economy needs to be less of an experiment. It needs to be redone. I see the environment collapsing because of the economy. Thinking to get a job. I really just want to start my own business though. JFK was assassinated, and before his assassination, he was going to pass a bill that allowed the IMF or the Federal Reserve to stop loaning money to its own government and paying it back in interest. It was called bill number 0011 or something like that. Solar panels solar panel music players that work outdoors during the winter, and so for parks, and then sell a clothing line and behind that, which is environmentally friendly, and then that's the plan, but no funding. No funding. And party. No f***ing shit. I could tell you some stories about corruption. Yeah, whatever. Who the f*** cares? Teach your kids. Yeah, the chicks are... You know, they come once in a while. They come around. You know? That's it. So Oswald was then on his way to transport, his way to being arrested, was then shot because JFK's brother was involved in the government, which means the government had to get somebody blamed for the assassination so that JFK's bro would feel satisfied. And so that's the reason why. And definitely and the Illuminati is the Freemasons. Snowboard. It's great. It's what's gonna get the money into politics and the politics into money. I hope to have a house that's all paid for, whatever size, that has a toilet, a bed, a TV, a couch, has all your goods and needs, and enough to have, you know, some parties and shit. I won't function in society after I graduate college. No, I don't know. One of my aunts is pretty fucking rich. I already asked for money, but she won't give me any of that a revolution. I don't want to fucking travel after college. Fuck that. I'm not going to... The only job I can get is in fucking Arizona. I'm not flying out to Arizona and then out of that business flying to other states. So you have these fucking people do all these college graduates do. And then they start doing heroin and shit. And then they just lose it. I don't want to be fucking a travel agent and have to fly around everywhere. I kind of want to get a 2.2 GPA. That way I graduate with the minimumist requirement. You gotta fucking have a paradigm shift. You know, your parents want you to do it, so you gotta do it. You all got it wrong about JFK. You really do. you've misunderstood everything. Fuck you all. So that whole thing was serious.